Hey guys, Luna here, and we're back with Hiveswap Friendsim. And where we last left off, we just had an interesting encounter with a interesting dude, and now we're potentially going to meet a familiar face that we saw once before. Since Amisia and Duran? So your ground flutters around you as you hop off the train. You feel like a very grimy Disney princess with no shoes. Just a deranged Cinderella who left both glass slippers on the castle steps. Well, I can't say that I blame you. Before you can decide in which direction to continue your merry jaunt, it's decided for you. As in, a small bluish missile slams into your midsection and sends you tumbling down the hill. Behind the train tracks, rumbling over and over, and goddamn, you hope you don't kill anyone with your butt, especially not yourself. You land with a thwack on your back. Hey, it is you! The concussion you sustain must be giving you some serious friend hallucinations. Sorry I hugged you so hard I pushed it down the hill. I forgot how winks and flimsy you are. You take Amisia's offered hand, albeit nervously. You kind of skipped out on her back there, waiting until she was an absolution trap and then escaping from her murder studio. I don't... Hey, it's a purple one. You've been so naive back then. You didn't know about the repercussions that grub cakes or hate dating or, oh god, that's a giant murder clan, isn't it? Wow. She's even bigger than the adult you saw in the bandolier. God, why? Whatever you think of that, whenever you think you met the biggest, meanest bastard in that place, that's how it offers up another bigger, meaner one. I just like how without thinking, you put yourself between Amnesia and the purple blood. Pretty dumb considering Amnesia can pick you up with one hand, but you just roll downhill and you aren't peak performance. Okay, Chahut. It's about time. Okay, so go to Chahut with Chahut. Okay, that's interesting. What time? This is the one I was telling you about. The one with the most precious blood. The purple blood slowly, lazily, I don't like that. The purple blood slow, lazy smile somehow makes her face paint even more terrifying. She moseys closer, towering over you. True pleasure, small thing. Any friend of little blue is friend of mine, especially one who looks so pretty on the newest page of my scrapbook. Your stomach is dissolving into acid fear. Amisia stamps her foot. Don't make murder jokes. My friend is very delicate. You nod furiously. You are just so delicate. Just a whiff of murder gives you the vapors. He's in gospel, little blue. I was only playing. Misa knows that I made a little bit of fun, and it ain't a fair bit hypocritical. Considering what you were getting up to the first time you and I got into John, ripping off heads and all. Oh, why not surprise? Amisia goes blue, shadow winks, and you experience another spasm of fear. You clench your fist so she can see your hands are shaking. To distract yourself, you ask her if she and Amisia are Morales. You figure that's always the safest one to start, safer than so to guys safe. Chahut starts grinning again, and Amisia blushes even harder. No, silly, of course not. I'm way too young for quadrants. I know there's a couple motherfuckers that started younger than you, little blue. Still, there's no point. I mean, you're leaving a couple pedigrees. Amisia stares at the ground sadly, for a few seconds before she gets herself back together. That's why we're together. That's why tonight's gonna be the best. Our final hunt. So glad you're here too. She beams up at you. You try to smile back, maybe achieving half a grimace, when Chahut leans over Amisia. It's a certain menacing fondness. Sounds like a party, my most vicious sister. Only you got a smidgen of a scheduling conflict, huh? The massacre tonight, little boo. Last massacre, I'll see planet side. Gotta present my glutes and testify for my most Mithra messiahs for the last time. That's... yeah, I didn't really understand that. You shouldn't get any of that. Every time you think your days are unbounded, ignorance or behind you, turn over a stone to find more of a little squirmy bitch of culture of miasma stuck. Amisia rolls her eyes. Look, my church? That's seriously all you ever do. Sister, we talked about this. To praise the mirthful ones is a privilege and a revelation, and my pusher beats for them. It smashes its way through the desolate cage of thoracic struts. Yeah, I know. You love clown church. You love it so much you should just put it in a quadrant. Jesus, Amisia, maybe don't sell every scary at the giant clown lady. I'm just here doing my own thing, don't mind me. Chahut puts a giant hand on Anisha's head, ruffling her hair like she's an angry puppy. Simmer it down, girl. Good news is, we got us a tiebreaker. She means you, doesn't she? More decisions? Usually we strive for it. Today, it's all up to you, stranger. I'm kinda curious about Clown Church. You don't really know much about religion, but you've recently become pretty good at reading people. You have the slightest suspicion that insulting this woman whose religion might be unhealthy. Besides, it would be rude. Yes, very much so. This time, when Kat turns her painted smile to you and gives you one of those lazy smiles, you're filled with a sudden rush of excitement. God, what if you could be friends with her? You never had a friend this cool or scary. Amisia rolls her eyes. Look, fine, have fun, I guess. Doing totally boring stuff. You wonder if it's really okay for you to come with Cos. Isn't she worried about showing up with an alien? In the past, I might have gone to worrying over it, but now... what they're about to do, call me? Might thank him for that. Do it. His sister solid for saving me for having to set foot in this filthy reaches of space. Why is everyone doesn't like space? They don't follow the good word as close as they should. None of them motherfuckers here have the gloves to step it to me. So you should be safe. With me on your side, not even those slippery fishes would do stuff. Slippery fishes, doesn't she mean sea dwellers? You never actually seen one, which makes sense since they all dwell in the sea, but most people seem to be scared of them. You wonder how much higher the caste they are from the clowns. You wonder what they look like. There are still so many things you don't know. And, I mean, I'm not surprised, but, gotta just have to go with the flow. Never been in a church before, but you've seen them in movies and goth music videos, so you know what to expect. Clown church is not that. Well, it actually looks interesting. There's no pews or statues or sad dudes hanging from two perpendicular sticks, but there are an altar and a lot of purple candles and rows of flimsy metal fold-out chairs. Not surprising. There's the same surgical smell that hangs around Chahut fills the space. Someone took stained glass a little too seriously when they decorated because every inch of the window is multicolored. God, why even font anymore? Every inch is covered in blood. Scatters of it paint the floor and stone walls. It reminds you of that break room after Konya got done murdering all those kids, except this seems more deliberate. Like, they decided they wanted a little bit of yellow in the corners, so they watched some poor cold-blooded. God, that just sounds bad. And welcome to your salvation, little one. You almost run out, but no, you can't. You need to make friends with Chahut. You hang out that you follow her to the front of the congregation. That's okay, at least I'm trying. As you pass, various other clans send out honks and greetings, accompanied by the occasional whoop whoop. Chahut responds to them with a casual, "Hey motherfuckers," but most she ignores. Maybe she's too cool for them. Or you try not to make eye contact with anyone as you go by, or you happen to look at anyone. You try to throw out the most intense "I'm with her" vibes that you can. A couple of trolls look out of place as you do. Okay, not as much out of place since they're actually from this planet, but there's some non-purple guys from here who look distinctly uncomfortable. A few of them appear to be chained to their chairs. Good to know, good to know. The purple blood is standing on a platform at the front of the congregation and preaching? rapping? Whatever it is, it sucks. There's a lot of uninventive swearing and really psychotic honks. Everyone here is extremely into it, and there's a lot of whoops and fuck yeah. All Chahut has to do is stand there and smirk at him as he trails off into a nasty honk before scrambling off the church stage. You really wish you knew how to command that kind of respect, then everyone would want to be your friends. Thanks, brothers and sisters. Today is a singular such a day, for today I looked up toward the mountain and saw the fire in the sky. The fire is our messiahs, and messiahs are the fire, feeding a hungry fortune of the bellies of hell. That sweet salvationless, split bone and sulphur-colored eyes. What it is the heat. I'm just fumbling all over my words. What it is the heat of internal damnation or the sweet flame of revelation. All Israel is ruined. Woe is us, darlings. Woe. It goes on like that for a while. You zone out a little bit. Someone throws a handful of powder into the candle flames, and more of that sugary, sharp scent puffs out. A colorful smoke builds up. I suppose they do them. The purple bloods all start taking deep whiffs of the stuff. It kind of looks like the powder in Pixie Sticks. Newest member of our congregation, Pixie Sticks. Maybe that's why it smells like sugar in here. Invite them to stand up and give the glorious thanks. The whole congregation has gone silent. You realize that Kurt is looking at you and the other clown priest is looking at you. Every single goddamn chill is looking at you, except for one small dude who appears to be trying to chew it off his own hand to free himself from the shackles. Your turn to testify. Don't fuck this up, little one. I'm going to whip out. You stand there in the cacophony of honks and whoops. You're trying to dredge up a little spirit inside you, but you just can't. All the noise and sound is just like jeering, and you think you've gotten used to negative reinforcement, but apparently it's still enough to trip you up. You crack open your mouth, and all that comes out is a croak. You're like a frog of failure. Aww, at least you're trying. That's the important thing. Kurt lends a big hand on her shoulder. She looks wistful through the clown paint. That's okay, hun. Sit down before you strain something. Encased in a funga of shame, you do. God, why couldn't you have kept it together for once in your pathetic life? The clown next to you gives you a consoling pat on the knee and offers you a half-empty bottle of Fago. You are so despondent that you barely cast a thought to the jungle germs, or the fact that Fago is disgusting. It hits your taste buds like a bitch slap. Around you, the congregation is getting rowdier. The troll beside you shrugs his shoulders like, what can you do? He has a hat and a charming smile. At least you think he does. You start feeling a little weird. Fago isn't alcoholic, is it? I would go easy on this stuff if I were you, the troll says. He hasn't left you leg. In fact, it's moved from your knee to your thigh. The first time's already. What? Oh no. Whatever, you're fine. You know all about controlled substances, you're just really good at drugs, okay? You're a serious druggist. For real though, what's in this stuff? You got a high with Sivra and Timsy with Shixie. That's rhymes that should be put in the next. But this is different. Oh no, why did I not see this coming? But really surprised. This is your brain blowing wide open and the atmosphere is pouring in. This is the cosmic kissing your frontal lobe with way too much tongue. Wait, this is my supplicant, maybe from your own. Chahut is standing next to you again. She removes the clown guy hand from your thigh and extracts the bottle from your grip. Hey, we're done with that. On the other side of the church, someone throws another handful of colorful powder in the fire. More smoke billows up and you feel another wave of dizziness. Maybe it's the interaction of the Fago and the smoke? Maybe is that how science works? Such bad form, said the troll who's given you the Fago, bringing an alien to your last massacre. One would think you had no respect for your messiahs at all. I think, brothers and sisters, that I might agree with that. Oh no! I don't think this is good. I made a terrible thing. A voice rings out across the church. At first you think that it's in your head, the product of whatever weird soup and all the compensating substances are created, but everyone else hears it too. Ka goes rigid beside her. Her big, vicious mouth stretches into an O of shock. The congregation falls to its knees in a clattering wave. Seriously, you've never heard of a crowd of people go quiet so loudly. Chairs are kicked out of the way or knocked over. Kneeling down, Chahut's head comes up to your chest. She and the clowns in the hat each push down on one of your shoulders. What the fuck, I get down. You hit the deck. You half expect the blood splatters to seep through your dress, but it just crusts flakily dry under your knees. You, sister, that's your alien? Where the hell is that voice coming from? It's deep and gravelly and probably male? You hold up. What you initially thought was one of the Ramil's knockoff paintings hanging behind the altar turns out to be a screen, which has now turned into a grey silhouette with horns. I am not surprised. Is everyone here just bowing down to some dude who literally Skyped into the clown's church and doesn't even have a user pic? Excellency, I wouldn't describe them as my alien exactly. A little too pathetic to really put much bother to. There's a murmur of agreement from the surrounding trolls. Dang, tough crowd. A long snort of breath crackles into static. Who are you to say who or what is pathetic? Kant winces. You're all fleckles wrigglers without a bean in your thick pans. All of the low bloods in here look absolutely terrified, which is nothing new, to say the least. But for once, they aren't the only ones. Everyone here is afraid, the purple guys included. You, come closer, little heretic. Let me get it, gander. Me? Who? What the fuck do you mean who, sister? The motherfucker I'm jabbing my pointer stub at. You and Chatter stare nervously, her throat bobs visibly. Sir, I think you got your webcam turned off. Oh dang, hold up. You hear a lot of rustling and swearing. All of you hand in the awkward limbo of an old person struggling with technology. Not surprised. The screen flickers and you can just make out a pair of hulking shoulders. Sir, you got the light behind you. Never mind the light, fucker. You, the hornless one in the rumpus robe. Come closer, child. Oh, you. Of course it's you. Being the main character is exhausting. You move closer to the altar, although you aren't actually sure where the camera is. This guy is someone you would be able to tell that if everyone in here wasn't bowing at him, his voice has certainly got a quality to it. That's close enough. I'm not trying to look up your sniff nub. Child, you got any notion as to who I am? None, except that he probably is important. It's always a really good time when important people get interested in your insignificant butts. I decide whose ass is insignificant in this house. You comprehend? Sure, sir, excellency. How long have you been rambling amongst my brethren? At least a couple of weeks, no more than a month. How many are here with you? Just you, an alien invasion force of one, all just wandering the countryside. And still pulling in oxygen? Would have thought someone would have picked their detention with you by now. Same. Got any muscle definition, Wiggler? You show him the gun show, as in you show him how empty your weapons locker is. Too weak for the front lines, too ugly to fill a pail with. He laughs, low and lustrous. Although your shot sticks ain't too bad. I don't know what that means. Did the giant clown just say that you have a nice legs over troll FaceTime? You look at Chahut for help, but she's too busy checking out your jams. Sober you might have been uncomfortable, Fago drunk you is pretty much done about it. You're sure it's only a matter of time before you fucking lean. If it's got to be a big fucking clown, well, so be it. Shooting high, aren't you? Now you just feel silly. You're sure this guy that you aren't really after that kind of stuff. There's only one thing you really truly long for in this world. And what's that, child? Power, wealth, the right thing to keep living? Yikes. Realize everyone in this goddamn church is looking at you, waiting for you to answer. Coot looks like she wants to grab your shoulders and shake you. Jeez, no pressure. Friendship, you tell him. He laughs long and heartily at that one. You weather it stoically. You, bigger and insignificantly more attractive motherfucker. Chahut comes to attention. What is your name? What is your caste name, child? Maenad, excellency. So, what's that? I'm looking this up on the internet. Color. And color, so... Oh, I guess it's just a Greek thing. Okay. So, the Meandans were the followers of Dionysus, the most significant members of Paris. It's the god Renu. There literally is the translates as the Raven One. So, it's just... If I understand rightly, you are about to undergo the ordeals. Caught knives, which... Knives again. She looks a little seasick. You're not sure what the ideas are, but everything about them sounds bad, including the name. Maybe you get your shit shot with this one right here. They seem to have the strategy for surviving against all reasonable odds and decency. You can probably use a friend like them. He jabs another big finger at you. And Wiggler? Yeah? Now let me see your face again. The call disconnects and the screen goes blank. When you point yourself to the front of the church, everyone scrambles to get out of your way. It's like the big clown's attention has conveyed some honorary status on you. Probably nobody will mess with you for half an hour at least. I mean, that's good at least, probably, hopefully, I don't know. I mean, it's better than nothing, very least. You aren't really going anywhere, you just need some fresh air before you pass out. Chahut emerges soon after. She looks nearly as winded as you feel. You ask her if she's mad at you, since that could potentially be dangerous to both your life and begrudging friendship. Mad? Why would I be mad? Because your inexplicably magnetic charm worked on both my best girl and the figurehead of my church. You flush. The real question is, did it work on her? Hoot sighs. Well, old motherfucker told me to listen to whatever it is you can teach. Right, he did. That basically makes you two of friends by theoretic degree. Yes, so darling, teach me your ways. Well, first of all, you gotta fall down a lot. Victory! In the most obscure way I was expecting, and Okay, so this time let's preach. Oh shit. They want you to talk? About what? All the stuff Crow and the other trolls are saying, it just sounds like a bunch of bullshit. So that's what you give them. Just bullshit. Reams and reams of French non-GMO cave-age bullshit. Honestly, they aren't totally sure what you say. Maybe it's some stuff about parting the sea, loaves and fishes, a dome and a rock. You throw a couple of whoop-whoops in there for effect, hoping nobody accuses you of cultural appropriation. Luckily, the cloud is feeling it. They all honk and echo what you say, even the cultural illusions that they can't. You take turns swigging Fago from the communal chalice passing the rounds. Huzzah! We have got more friends. Even if we weren't expecting it. Can't help but glancing over to Chahut every so often. Sure, all of these readers are catching what you're throwing, but she's the one whose opinion you actually care about. She's your current friendship target. She's nodding in approval, occasionally crossing her hands over her chest and looks like what's a kind of gang symbol, but she just might be a religious gesture. You finish something about foxes and the jaws of the universe, the conveyance of fate and the cynical nature of reality. Time is a flat circle. You think that you're actually filled with the spirits? Whatever the heck that means. It could just be with a weird smoke. I knew I didn't make a mistake when I put my faith in you, little one. I'm glad you didn't either, because I would be worried as all heck if you did. She pushes over several dudes out of the way to lean over you. You don't feel now so much as intense pride. Damn, this feels so good to have 50 clowns honking at you for pulling something straight out of your butt. Little one, it's kind of creepy, and you wish she'd stop saying it, but you guess it's accurate. You are little compared to her, and there's only one of you. Come here, darling. Oh, that's an upgrade. Darling, that's friendly. Get up here. Oh, pow. Two young purple bloods grab you by the legs. Oh. I'm concerned what this is going for, but I'm just gonna go with the flow. The church sways around you and you find yourself at clown height, face to face with Cot. Up close you can see the cracks in her makeup, and it might be the light in here, but her eyes look a little tinted purple. She pulls you close, one giant claw tipping your chin up. She's so close. She leans in and your whole body flashes hot. Oh god, this... You brace for those big... I knew this was coming and you just gotta go with it. Or am I wrong? You brace for those big clown lips. Instead, Chahut claps her hand over your mouth. You jerk as your air supply is promptly cut off. The clown is holding you up by the straggler until you remember that you can breathe through your nose. Oh, I'm concerned. You see something out of your peripheral vision, and then something sticky and cold sprayed onto your cheek, and a critic's sense making you choke. Oof! You struggle, but the clowns don't let go. Chahut sprays something on the other side of your face. You feel it sticky, it's tacky and stinging into your skin of your cheeks. Oh no, she's she's literally spray painting my face, isn't she? I'm not surprised. Why am I not surprised that she's doing this? She releases you for a moment and switches the can of the spray paint to her other hand. What the hell? Is that even supposed to be used on skin? Probably not. Hold still, darling. She takes another can from a nearby troll and paints a line across your forehead. Her own brow furrowing in concentration. You know what she's doing. She's baptizing you, covering you in paint of her people, which the right choice to do, but you are being initiated. You can hardly believe it. Tears threaten at the corner of your eyes as you realize you're actually becoming a part of the group. Someone of this terrible plane is actually letting you into their inner circle. Even if it's a circle of clowns who got around murdering people and drinking the worst soda in the galaxy. Don't get too overcome now, small thing. I don't even really know what you are or where it's something like you came from, but I can feel the spirit flowing through those alien veins of yours. It's fucking godly, my little one. I can't do the accent that I want to do, but I can just hope that it works. It's amazing. This is so good. Anyone who initiates you into their weird cult is definitely wants to get all of up in your friendship grill. Quote paints another line. This time this is over your nose. The paint is starting to sting. The paint on your forehead especially. Oh wait, that's not paint, that's... Oh no. Who drops the spray can? She's looking at her fingers. Oh no, you've seen that expression before. As someone blue and shorter. Deep crimson drips off her claw. Oh no. After weeks of rainbow blood, your own blood color looks strange to you. Not surprised. Now that you think about it, it's been a while since you've seen your own blood. Wild. You must be getting at survival instincts. Precious blood. Precious indeed, sister. The two other purple bloods put you down with subservient honks. All of the other clowns here treat Chahut with reverence, borderline on awe. Is it because she's the oldest or the largest? Or maybe she's just the most badass? Your feet barely hit the floor before Chahut takes you by the hand. You smile at her, happy to go anywhere she leads. Friendship feels so good. Especially with people who are bigger and stronger and cooler than you are, which is basically everyone on this planet. But Chahut is basically especially strong and cool. I'm just concerned that this is going to be a mistake, which I don't think this is the right... You're so busy feeling great about your new elite status that this is the first time you don't realize what's happening, where Chahut is leading you. It's to a corner of the church where there's a little more bare than other spots. As in, there isn't much blood. As in, it's the perfect canvas for some fresh blood. Some precious, precious mutant blood. You don't know why Chahut didn't go for you right when you met. Maybe its time wasn't right. Maybe the sight of your red alien stuff has triggered something in her murder troll hiding brain. Regardless, you get the feeling you're about to be reunited with the color of your blood quite suddenly and thoroughly. Wait, you thought you were getting initiated. Oh yeah. You're an initiate, my dazzling crimson darling. Initiate of the rarest and most laudable power. A blood initiate. A sacrificial wild beast. You ain't gonna get a better offer than that. Well, when she puts it like that... And yeah, I suppose it's fair, but still... Nope, you'd still rather not die. Game over. So, church sucks. Religious stuff is all over your head. Besides, you really should stick with your friend who has vested interest in keeping you alive, rather than the menacingly non-committal clown lady. All of your recent experiences with purple bloods has been, well, bad. You're so right. See, Ka, my friend is no dummy. Ka's eyes gleam, and for one eerie moment, you think she's just gonna reach down and crush Amisia's skulls or yank out her windpipe, so some other mega violence, but instead she just shrugs her giant shoulders. Well, that's what happens when you follow when you allow the democratic process. Lead the way. Crap, you're right. If you aren't going to church, you're going to on a final hunt, and knowing Amisia, you aren't going to be. Also, you think the splatters on Chahut's pants are paint. Well, they are paint, but Amisia style paint. Yeah, come quick! Got something to show you. She takes off all the steep hill back toward the train tracks. Oh man, you're seriously not dressed for this clambering. Chahut appears to notice this too, because a few steps later your feet leave the ground and you find yourself cradled to the considerable bosom of a large clan. Up close, she smells like sugar and blood. No struggling now, sweet thing. Better pray that I don't drop you. Oh, I forget. You don't pray. This church sucks. Oh no. Oh, is she gonna kill me? You don't like this. Well, not like having to walk, it's pretty cool, but that she can lift you like you're a tiny baby, but also you're probably going to die. Oh, I thought I was just gonna lose there. You're so busy freaking the heck out that at first you don't realize that Chahut has carried you past the train tracks to a stand of trees. Oh no. Ta-da! I am concerned where this is going, and sometimes I just have to go with the flow, and I don't know where the flow is taking me. Amisia gestures like the presenter of a game show, but instead of showing you a dope new car, she points to a boy hanging from a rope by his feet, swinging back and forth as he desperately tries to free himself. Chahut, you were right. Using traps is a total time saver. I'm all about those life hacks, about other kinds of hacks. She lifts her axe. The troll hanging from the tree screams, and that screams becomes gurgle, which becomes ringing silence as his head leaves his body, spewing brown blood. It rolls this right at your feet. Oh god. You have enough of this shit. Why can't anybody on this goddamn planet find an ounce of chill? Amisia and Chahut, they watch you expectantly. What do they want you to kick their head like this is some sport? In sports, give it a smooch. You know what? Fuck this. You turn and stalk off into the woods. This time you are orchestrating your own failure. So done. Not surprised. With that, we're going to end this here. I hope you guys have a good day, night, week, month of your lives, and may the stars forever guide your path, wherever it might lead you into the future. Bye-bye.